This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Rusk. We begin with education news. A packed and overflowing crowd of more than 200 parents, students, and concerned community members filled the Kern High School District boardroom last night. The majority there to weigh in on the Del Oro High School teacher Olivia Garrison, who spoke with the New York Times about protecting children who want to go through a gender transition from their own parents. The meeting got rowdy with outbursts from the crowd and insults thrown at both teachers and students. Now, many other speakers said that teachers have no right to keep important information about a child away from a parent. Students of the Gay Straight Alliance and allies of the LGBTQ say they just want a safe space and will continue to ask for that. We have more on this story coming up on our website, kget.com. Meanwhile, the Kern High School District Board also voted to fill the seat vacated by Jeff Flores, who is now a county supervisor. There were 5 contenders hoping to fill the Area 2 seat. Each was interviewed before the board, and then they voted 3-1 in favor of appointing Steve Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a code enforcement officer with the city of Bakersfield. He was immediately sworn in and will serve the remainder of Flores' term, which ends next year. Well, in your 17 Court Watch, an unlicensed driver who pled no contest to fleeing the scene of a deadly crash in Northeast Bakersfield was sentenced this morning to 2 years in prison. 28-year-old David Comonfort Alvarez pleaded no contest last month to hit and run causing death and reckless driving in the May 28th evening crash that killed 56-year-old Morgan LaFay Barber. Alvarez admitted his only concern after the crash was to, quote, escape and avoid police, according to court documents. Contacted by police, records show the pickup's registered owner said Alvarez had been driving the vehicle during the crash and was hiding. The owner provided them with an address where officers found Alvarez sleeping. And now we turn to your 17 Crime Watch. A family dispute in South Bakersfield escalated into shots fired and landed a man behind bars yesterday. According to the Bakersfield Police Department, the incident came in as a shots fired call on Black Rock Mountain Court around 11:30 a.m. yesterday. During that dispute, the BPD says 40-year-old Benny Laws pulled out a firearm and fired shots. No one was hit, but Laws was booked into Kern County Jail on a charge of attempted murder. He's being held on $500,000 bail. And a man has been arrested after yelling racial slurs and allegedly threatening to kill shoppers while brandishing a hammer and a knife at an East Bakersfield grocery store. This comes in according to a release from Bakersfield Police. Officers responded to the Foods Co. parking lot on Haley Street Monday morning about 9:40, where they say the suspect ran from officers. The BPD says officers later found and identified 34-year-old Adrian Acevas in an abandoned building nearby. Officers say Acevas was arrested and booked for multiple counts of criminal threats, brandishing weapons, hate crime charges, and violating his AB 109 nonviolent post-release community supervision. Both weapons were recovered at the scene. All right, well, in your 17 Business Watch, just like we told you last week with ExxonMobil, another gas company is announcing their profit more than doubled last year. BP reported a record profit of $28 billion for 2022, lifted by the surge in energy prices since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. While boosting its dividend in a sign of confidence, it has scaled back their plans to reduce oil and gas output by 2030. The company's announcement follows similar reports from rivals at Shell, ExxonMobil, and Chevron last week. BP's fourth quarter underlying replacement cost profit reached $4.8 billion, compared with $4 billion a year earlier and $8.2 billion in the third quarter of 2022. So meanwhile, for us drivers, let's take a look at current gas prices. The national average for a gallon of regular unleaded is $3.45, while Californians are paying $4.61 on average. Here in Kern County, our average, the same as the state at $4.61. That is 6 cents higher than a week ago and 18 cents higher than a month ago. Now, as the cost of food also continues to rise, more shoppers are turning to dollar stores for groceries. A recent report shows discount dollar stores are becoming a destination for essentials. U.S. Consumer Tracker says 1 in 5 consumers are buying their groceries at a dollar store. The discount retailers have expanded in recent months to include refrigeration units and healthier food options in an effort to lure more shoppers. Now, if you're looking to save on essentials, experts say Walmart, Trader Joe's, and now these dollar stores will help your money go further when buying food. The World Ag Expo is opening 1 week from today. The Ag Expo, the largest annual outdoor agricultural exposition with more than 1,200 exhibitors and an attendance of more than 100,000 people each year. The show offers a wide range of demonstrations and seminars so attendees can learn about innovative agricultural products and equipment while you also network, try, and buy. It's being held once again at the International Agri Center in Tulare, February 14th to the 16th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets are $20 each, and kids age 6 and under get in free.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
All right, what's happening this month? Today, the Kern County Board of Supervisors proclaimed February as Safely Surrendered Baby Awareness Month here in Kern County. 95 babies have been safely surrendered in Kern County since tracking began in 2006, including 5 last year in 2021. For some women, childbirth becomes a crisis, and the decisions made following an infant's birth can be a matter of life or death for the child. The Safely Surrendered Baby Law responds to the situation of newborn infant deaths due to abandonment in unsafe locations. Throughout Kern County, a newborn baby up to 3 days old can be safely surrendered into the hands of any hospital emergency room or fire station personnel. It's safe, it's legal, and no one has to know. As their campaign says, no shame, no blame, no names. Learn more at kcdhs.org/SSB. And turning now to your Health Watch, February is also American Heart Month. And a new report has found an increasing number of Americans below the age of 40 having heart attacks and strokes, yet most young adults believe heart disease only happens in older people. A survey of 2,000 Americans, almost a third of the respondents said they're not confident they would even know if they were having a heart attack. The American Heart Association says signs of a heart attack include chest discomfort in chest and also discomfort in other areas of the upper body, like pain in one or both of your arms, your back, your neck, jaw, or stomach, a shortness of breath, breaking out in a cold sweat, nausea, or lightheadedness. If you experience these symptoms, you're asked to call 911 immediately because every second counts during a heart attack. February being American Heart Month, it's a time to learn your numbers like blood pressure and cholesterol and to start taking steps to better your heart health. And a study by the CDC shows that the majority of Americans support a ban on selling tobacco products. The survey conducted in 2021 found out that of more than 6,000 people, about 62% of adults supported a policy prohibiting the sale of menthol cigarettes, and about 57% supported a policy prohibiting the sale of all tobacco products. The study also showed a majority of adults supported retail policies aimed at preventing initiation, promoting quitting, and reducing tobacco-related disparities. In April of 2021, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced plans to ban menthol cigarettes and all characterizing flavors in cigars. All right, let's turn now to some tech news headlines. There are increasing calls on Capitol Hill to take action against the social media app TikTok, which is owned by a Chinese company, ByteDance, and admits to tracking Americans through our mobile devices. Texas Governor Greg Abbott just gave Texas agencies a deadline to ban TikTok on state phones. Democratic Colorado Senator Michael Bennett is calling on Alphabet, the parent company of Google and Apple, to ban TikTok from their app stores. Lawmakers also calling for a universal plan to combat future security threats through apps. And speaking of Google, they have announced an artificial intelligent chatbot technology called Bard, according to a Google blog post. The company will begin rolling it out in the coming weeks to trusted testers ahead of making it more widely available to the public. And it will compete directly with the rival ChatGPT, an AI service created by OpenAI. This comes after the sudden popularity of ChatGPT, a chatbot backed in part by Microsoft. And in the past, Google asserted that it would need rigorous testing, saying we'll combine external feedback with our own internal testing to make sure Bard's responses meet a high bar for quality, safety, and groundedness in real-world information. All right, let's come back home. Making news around town, Kern County has struggled for more than 3 years to fill its several long vacant job opportunities in the Chief of Veterinary Services position and its registered veterinary technician classifications. More than 11,000 animals are taken in by Kern County Animal Services each year, and at any given time, the Kern County Animal Shelter may have more than 300 animals in its care. Many of those animals come in with various illnesses or injuries that require emergency or immediate medical care. If you are a veterinary professional interested in working with the county and helping put an end to the euthanasia of healthy adoptable animals here in Kern County, reach out to animalservices@kerncounty.com. And the United Way of Kern County is hosting a pop-up event to help people file their taxes. The Volunteer Income Tax Assistant Program, or VITA, is a free tax assistance program to help low-income families and single individuals complete their forms. Tomorrow, the United Way will host a VITA pop-up event at Mercado Latino on Edison Highway from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Services and assistance will be available in Spanish and English, of course. For more information, just go to kernvita.org. And happening this week, you can buy sweets for your sweetheart and help local families dealing with cancer at the same time. Our annual Cupid's Challenge fundraiser takes place this Friday. You can buy a Dwar's Valentine box for just $20 at the downtown location or online. All proceeds benefit the Mendaburu Magic Foundation, which helps local families affected by cancer and other illnesses. This year, Valley Strong locations will also be selling these boxes. The drive-thru is open from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. at Dwar's on their I Street location. Find the link to purchase a box online at kget.com. And you'll also want to mark your calendars for lunch this Thursday. Our Hook and Ladder Barbecue returns to Compassion Corner right outside our studios here at 22nd and L Streets downtown. For just $10, you get a delicious lunch with a hamburger, chips, cookie, and a water. You can place a group order ahead of time for 10 or more lunches by calling 283-1701 or just drive on by this Thursday from 11 a.m. to 2. Proceeds benefit Bakersfield City and Kern County Fire Burn Survivor Foundations, which assist Kern County burn survivors and their families. And no, in case you haven't checked your ticket yet, you did not win big. Last night's winning Powerball ticket sold in Washington State. That single ticket had the winning numbers 5, 11, 22, 23, 69, and the red Powerball of 7. The lucky ticket holder will have the choice between the annualized prize of $754.6 million or the lump sum payment of only $407 million. Both prize options are before taxes. The Powerball jackpot now resets to $20 million, but don't throw away your old tickets just yet. More than 1.7 million tickets won cash prizes, totaling $21.1 million in Monday's drawing.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.